In our everyday lives, we encounter many types of complex data sets in decision making. For instance, when we are choosing a college, buying a house, purchasing a car, or even choosing a cereal for our family's breakfast. These data sets are complex not only because there are many candidates to choose from, but also because each candidate has so many variables to consider and compare. To help analysis and decision making, we have developed an information visualization system called Dustin Magnet that uses a magnet metaphor to help people more easily interpret multivariate data sets. In Dustin Magnet, the small circles, called dust, represent the data cases, and the squares, called magnets, represent the variables. As a magnet is dragged around on the screen, the dust particles move toward it at different speeds. The data items with higher values for that variable or magnet move faster. In other words, they have a higher attraction with the magnet, which is the basis of our metaphor. If there are multiple magnets, dust particles are attracted to all of them simultaneously, and their movement is a cumulative effect. Dustin Magnet, which was created using Java and Piccolo, contains 3 different windows. The main one on the left side is where the Dustin Magnet interaction takes place. On the top right is the control window where various features of Dustin Magnet can be manipulated, like the color or size encoding, filtering, or changing the magnitudes of magnet's attraction. Finally, on the bottom right is the detail window where the details of selected data cases are shown. In the following scenario, a data set of different cereals with a number of different variables is loaded. Suppose that we are seeking a cereal that is low in sugar and fat, but high in protein and vitamins. We can bring magnets for each of these variables into the view to help explore the data set. Some of the data items are still on top of each other in the center of the screen, so we use the Shake Dust command to reduce occlusion. Shake Dust merely moves the dust particles that are touching a tiny bit. At this point, a number of the best candidates are near the top of the screen, so let's find out their manufacturer. We can encode the manufacturer by the color of each dust particle. And we quickly notice that many of the best choices are Kellogg's cereals, here indicated in green. Since the number of calories is important as well, we can encode the number of calories per serving in each cereal by the size of the dust. We specify a minimum and maximum size, and the display updates appropriately. Only one of the green ones appears to be low in calories. Selecting it identifies the cereal, all bran with extra fiber. We've tried that before and we want something a little tastier, so let's look for other options. Perhaps we can relax the importance of vitamins in the cereal since we can supplement breakfast with a multivitamin. We can modify the magnitude or pull of the vitamins variable by lowering its magnitude through the user interface. Now when the magnet is moved, it has less of an effect on the dust particles' movements and positions. Suppose that we are also concerned about sodium, so we can filter out cereals with high sodium content. Notice how a number have vanished from the screen. After making these adjustments, a few good potential candidates remain. Special K looks like a particularly appropriate choice. In usability tests with the system, we observed a number of different usage patterns. Some users even used Dustin Magnet in ways we hadn't imagined. For example, one participant only used the filtering features. Another stacked several magnets on top of each other and used the attract dust and repellent features to group the dust. And yet another relied on the detailed view in order to make final decisions. Of course, Dustin Magnet is not limited to cereal datasets. Other multivariate datasets can also be used. For example, the data of new passenger vehicles for 2005. Or a list of mutual funds can be imported to Dustin Magnet and explored by users instantly. We hope these scenarios illustrate some of the potential Dustin Magnet has for the everyday user.